told my doctor I would sue him if he touched me, and oh my God.
Unquote.
I almost called these parentheses. Holy shit, I'm tired. I'm fucking brain dead from work, y'all. Oh my God. This is a parenthesis. If you're not watching,
Sean's doing,
I hate to say it. You gotta watch. No. Don't give. Oh, fuck. We gotta get him on the YouTube, Josh. We gotta find a way to make money. But yeah, I called air quotes parentheses for a split second. But yes. Quote unquote. I dead ass forgot it again when I started doing it.
Jesus.
Dude, we're done. We're so fucking done.
Oh my God. Quote unquote embarrassed my husband. Oh, male,
You
32 years old. All right. We got it through the fucking title.
You got this, brother. I believe in you.
The next will be flawless. I do have to say this one, I think may have been written by someone whose first language is not English.
Okay.
Either that or they were just so upset when they typed this, because there's a lot of things I'm not too sure what they mean.
All right. I hate to do this to you, Sean. Can you read the title again, just without the the quote unquote or
flawless.
parentheses?
Here we go. I, a 30-year-old female, told my doctor I would sue him if he touched me and happened to quote unquote, gotcha, embarrassed my husband, male 32.
Hell yeah. Okay, there we go.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
I forgot
Got it
the whole
clean.
first part of the title when you went on that rant about the parentheses.
Yeah. I'm so sorry,
okay.
Wikimaniacs.
Good to know.
A game from now on, baby.
Let's
you know
go.
me.
Hell yeah.
I don't mess up.
He gonna slip up in 3, 2.
My husband. All right. My husband frequents Reddit, just not this subreddit, I don't think. But I used a throwaway account. 2 weeks ago, I had my son. My labor was 24 hours long. My son was not moving.
Oh.
I could tell the doctor was getting impatient before he left. I asked for an epidural, but it just didn't seem to be working. I could feel everything. In my past, I have broken both my legs, and I have been stabbed. An accident, but still went in one side of my thigh and out the other side.
The fuck kind of life do you live?
That's got to
Holy
be
shit.
a long fucking holy shit.
Jesus.
However, I have never been in the pain that I was in that room during that delivery. When the doctor finally said that I was crowning, my son still didn't come. There was a barrage of things. They needed to get him out. He said he was going to have to give me a little cut. I told him at that moment that the anesthesia wasn't working, so please do not do that. Well, he grabbed something from under the table, and my husband kept telling me, quote, everything is going to be okay, blah, blah, blah. And I sat up as the doctor got closer, and I told him I would fucking sue him for his life if he touched me with those scissors. I do remember then shoving my husband when he reached for my arm, like he was holding me back from attacking the doctor, which I wasn't going to do, by the way. From then on, it was a little blurry. I apparently got on my hands and knees. I remember squatting, but they're saying hands and knees, but whatever. And I pushed my son out myself. I did not tear badly, thankfully for the record, and I was still half delirious, but I yelled, I wanted all the men out, and this included my husband. I then screamed for them to get out until they all eventually did. Then, apparently, I proceeded to lay calmly while all of the nurses tended to everything, and I believe a female doctor came in and asked me some questions, some pertaining to a possible lawsuit. But I was still delirious, holding my son, etc.
What a time to come in and talk to you about a lawsuit. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Fuck.
not in the right mind, I imagine.
Oh, at least wait till
This
the
is
next
wild.
day or something.
Like
Jesus.
immediately after, one of the nurses that was there made me feel better and said, quote unquote, sometimes a mother just knows best, and called me a quote unquote champion. If you are that nurse and you're reading this, I'd just like to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. It was about an hour and a half before I was feeling myself again, and I told them that my husband could come back in. I still feel shaky and horrible whenever I think about the situation. The idea of even going back to the doctor's office for checkups makes me vomit. I don't think I'll ever trust a doctor again, and I certainly will not be having any more children. My husband, though, hasn't left me alone about kicking him out of the delivery room, and he keeps saying how embarrassing it was for him and the doctor, even after I explained that the doctor was going to give me, I am sorry, Wikimaniacs, an episiotomy.
You probably nailed that, Sean.
Okay, I hope so.
Everything is perfect from now on. It's perfect, Sean. You got this.
Yeah, I honestly can't mess up. I'm like Mario with the star. I'll say it with my chest, episiotomy. That's how you say it, and I'm pretty confident.
Don't read the comments after this.
yeah. Don't even leave a comment because I know I'm right. Actually, leave a comment. We need the engagement, guys.
Tell Sean he did a good job.
He just keeps saying that the doctor knew best, even though I pushed our son out by myself. Every time he says it, I feel like I've been starting to resent him more and more. On top of that, I have been having some really crappy nightmares about him grabbing me and restraining me in that moment. So I'm not sure if I'm just being not understanding enough, because I'm sure he was quote unquote embarrassed, but I'm just finding it hard to be empathetic at all, which is not remotely the norm for me. I would just like some outside opinions. And again, yes, I am speaking to my therapist, but I'd just like some impartial views. Please forgive any mistakes. I'm trying to write this while breastfeeding. Oh, okay. I didn't read that last sentence, which makes sense. Yeah, there's some typos, but
okay.
We got through it. We got the main gist.
You did it.
Oh, she ends with one question. How do I gain more empathy, or is this as offensive and insensitive as it feels to me?
Wait, what specifically is offensive? Like the doctor going against your wishes.
Offensive that she kicked all the men out after
she
no,
not at all. Not at all. I would never fault like someone who's giving birth, like for what they say or do in that moment. Aside
Agreed.
from killing someone or something like that. But like, in the moment, you're going through the worst pain in your life, traumatic experience to your body. You just want to push the baby out, have a healthy birth for both you and the baby. And the doctor sounded like he was adding a bit like more stress to the situation than needed, not listening to you, which is bullshit. He should have listened to you for sure. Your husband sounded like he was trying to comfort you. But like in the moment afterwards, for sure, you're allowed to be like, all right, I want all the men out because, I want just to feel comfortable for a little bit and be alone with myself and like with women who have either been through it or know someone who's been through it and understand it a bit better. That's a completely normal thing. And your husband needs to realize it's not a personal attack on him. It's it's just not, it's just you went through something traumatic in that moment and you reacted the way you reacted, and that's perfectly normal, I feel. I would recommend couples therapy to maybe air out this kind of stuff, and maybe personal therapy because it sounds like you have trauma from even going to the doctors, which could be concerning. If you have something that you need to go to the doctor for and you resist going, that could be problematic. So get therapy for that, and then also couples therapy to maybe. Yeah,
it sounds like she has a therapist.
Yeah, she's
good.
Like a personal one. So
good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. That's.
I'm usually I hate the phrase like "get over it," but in this situation, for the husband in that situation, homeboy just gotta get over it.
Yeah,
it is one of those situations where the situation supersedes what happened. Right. So getting kicked out of the room because the wife wanted to feel comfortable. And yes, after 24 hours of labor, dude, I take a shit for like 30 minutes and it's like the hardest shit in my life. I feel like I went through war. Imagine pushing a goddamn baby out of your body. At this point, like, I feel like the husband is adding more stress to the wife, who is one, still recovering,
mm-hmm.
two, possibly experiencing not only postpartum depression or postpartum anything. On top of that, add the trauma that they have now that they've developed the fear for doctors. So if I was a husband, I'd just look inwards and be like, shit, what can I do to at least like alleviate some of the stressors you have in your life currently? And what we can do together so we can help you overcome that fear of doctors. Because you're gonna have to go to doctors at some point to get checked if you have something ailing you.
He should at least put it to the side for now. Like if it's
For
really
now,
truly bugging
yeah.
him, put it to the side for now. Help your wife get through the first few months of like recovery and taking care of a brand new baby. And then like I said, go to couples therapy, air it out there where you guys can have or try and have healthy communication about it. That's also an option, but it sounds like that's not happening.
Yeah, however, though, I do feel the embarrassment is valid. I give you that, but the situation, I think it definitely supersedes itself. So
yeah, I mean, I agree with you guys. It warranted, her demanding everybody out. You definitely, are allowed to feel embarrassed, but at the end of the day, like both of you guys said, you got to get over yourself. You are not the star of the show in that situation. Your embarrassment in that moment. She is spread eagle, vagina and ass out, and you're the one. You know what I'm talking?
Yeah.
Like you don't matter in that moment.
Hey, was I tripping? But she like essentially pushed the baby out on her own, right?
Yeah, apparently she just squatted and fucking
and just did it.
Yeah,
just did that shit.
Crazy.
That's just crazy, dude.
Crazy. Mom strength is wild.
Yeah,
but yeah, you gotta get over yourself. We don't say that often because feelings are valid and everything, but like
absolutely,
you are the third least important person in that scenario. So it's just you're fine. The baby is good. Be happy.
That's what. Yeah, exactly. That at the end of the day, your wife and baby are healthy, happy. Well, maybe not happy, but healthy at least. You should be happy about that.
Safe. Yeah.
Yeah, safe. Yeah. And you have a brand new family. This small slight towards your ego at the end of the day does not really matter.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Keep it pushing like your wife did, brother.
Fantastic.
Get therapy.